All right, guys, welcome back. Double V here again. This is a video I was kind of hesitant to make at first, but I feel I just finished up the 2026 Gun Buyers, a 3-part series. Go check it out. But this video, there seems to be a lot of confusion in our country of what self-defense look like. I'm not going to bring up the certain case. I think you guys know what I'm talking about, involving 2 high school kids. All right, 2 lives thrown away. And as you get ready to become a gun owner for the first time, what category do you want to find yourself in if you have to use your firearm? So let's look at the 3 categories. There's murder. You don't want to find yourself there. For one, let me back up. I'm not a lawyer, okay? This is not legal advice. I have to say that. Please understand that. But let's look at them anyways. Murder. You don't want to find yourself a murderer. Intent. You intentionally went after someone and you took their life. All right. You had intent to do what you're doing. That's not the category for a responsible gun owner. Second category, manslaughter. The intent is removed, but you still killed someone, right? You didn't intend to do it, but a loss of life is still the end result. We also don't want to find ourselves in that category as a responsible gun owner. Then there's the last category, self-defense. This seems to be a very subjective term currently, and it really shouldn't be. I'm going to go ahead and say this and get this out the way right now. Someone pushing you does not require you to shoot them. Please understand that. All right. Self-defense. You are in imminent danger of severe bodily harm or your life being taken, you or someone else. That is the only grounds for it, because now intent returns, right? You had intent with murder, you ain't in that category. Manslaughter, the intent leaves, but you still got loss of life. Now, self-defense is like, yeah, I meant to do that. However, my life or someone else's life was in imminent danger of severe bodily harm or loss of life. That is the only category we live in. Prior to even getting there, be emotionally mature, mentally mature, okay? Like, avoid things. Put your pride aside. Put your pride aside. Even if you are right, put your pride aside. I was doom scrolling. I saw a video, and I think Coleon Noir just did a video about this, and he goes into great detail. You're not going to see the video on my channel. Go to Coleon Noir's channel, check it out. A guy selling a dirt bike, guy shows up with fake money. The guy selling the dirt bike gets peed off. He felt, he wanted to have justice, so he's calling the cops on the way, and he's, kind of telling this dude, antagonize him a little bit. The dude ends up pulling the gun on him and kills him. Even though that guy was right, he ended up losing his life for it. Sometimes you got to be like, you know what, my man? Let it go. Don't let your pride get the best of you, okay? Also, as a responsible gun owner, I talked about it not becoming your personality. Your firearm is of last resort. If you can avoid situations, you young people out there, if you know, I saw a couple weeks, Little Five, when I was in college back in my day, Little Five was one of the events I used to go to at IU Bloomington and enjoy. This past year, Little Five, there was a shooting. That's absolutely, it's sad to me. It's genuinely sad. I used to go and have a good time with me and my college buddies, and we enjoyed it. And now we live in a time where kids are bringing weapons to Little Five. It's like, what are we doing? If that's the case, avoid it. Avoid it. I really don't like to, I'm a code switch on y'all real quick. Sit your ass down. All right? Stop clacking off, walking around here thinking you all that in a bag of chips. You ain't. Chill out. In order to be a responsible gun owner in 2026, it takes a maturity, guys. Like, go to Marshall's. I'm 40, man. I hang out with my wife. I go to Costco. We go to Restoration Hardware, great furniture store that has great cheeseburgers. My firearm is a tool for absolute last resort. I want to do everything I can to avoid using my firearm on another human. And as you guys know, like another portion of my channel, when the ammo runs out, that's a Christian-based portion of my channel, man. And I think sometimes we lose aspect of the Imago Dei. That's Latin for image of God. Like, we are made in the image of God. And I think we need to refine what that looks like, because it's important. I think we have become way too comfortable with humans losing lives, and we just don't, it just happens too quickly. Absolutely too quickly. This is not an anti-2A. Yes, this is one of the great things we have in our Constitution in our country. But there is a reality here, which is part of the reason I did make my 2026 First Time Gun Buyers 3-part series. There's a reality here. There's a lot of emotional immaturity, and we need to grow up with our thought of life, what self-defense is, and just valuing life in general. I think we're at a point right now where we need to, reconsider that and understand what that looks like in a situation. De-escalation skills are a big deal. Check your pride. All right. If you can avoid it, or you can be like, you know what, my man, if you see a dude popping off, getting ready to get crazy, and you know you're carrying, and you don't know what other people's doing. You don't know what they're carrying. Most people are carrying. We literally have more guns in this country than people. Avoid it. Absolutely avoid it. You know what, my man? You got it. Let me think this through, because even sometimes if you are right, what it may look like in the court of law, if you could avoid that situation, you need to avoid it by all means. The certain case that I talked about at the very beginning, how different would lives be today if one kid just walked away? I'm not going to choose sides here. I know you guys wanted me to choose sides. I'm not going to choose sides. What if either or would have walked away? Plain and simple. Let it go. Man, that stuff really, that really gets to me. I'm not going to embellish on that specific case. I'm really not, because it's going to get me all teary-eyed, because one of the kids, I feel his parents sold him up the river, 100%. But really look at the first part of my 2026 Gun Buyer series. It's a lot about, just your mindset and things you can expect. But I really, really want you to have the right mindset and emotional posture before you come buy a firearm. It's very important for you and for the rest of the gun community. As always, I appreciate you guys. Blessings and peace. Double V out.